shotgun, takes a snap, pump fake, looking to throw, into the end zone, wide open, Noah Gray, touchdown!
4 NFL draft picks in the most recent draft, most for Duke in a single year since 1973.
You go to Duke to play great football. We also, go there to get a great education, right? And then, when we go to the NFL, I mean, the average lifespan of an NFL player is what, 3 years? Now you wish that we could all have 10 plus, year careers there, but, things happen, and just having a degree to fall back on. I mean, that's the biggest reason why I went to Duke. I knew that I was going to play Power 5 football, play against the best in the world, and because I loved it, but at the same time, like, football doesn't last forever. And, I think Coach Cut did a tremendous job kind of instilling that in us and making us see the value in that. Because whenever my career's done, hopefully it's not for a long time, but whenever it's done, I feel very prepared to kind of hit the road running in the real world outside of football. And that's something that, I'll always be grateful for.
With Kansas in the books, the 4-game non-conference schedule is complete, and it's ACC play from here on out, beginning with arch rival North Carolina in Chapel Hill. Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca Fiorentino. Welcome to Duke All Access. Coach Cutcliffe saw a lot of growth and development from his team during the first 4 weeks. New starting quarterback Gunnar Holmberg gained valuable experience. A young defensive front made significant strides, and the kicking game had some impressive contributions of their own. But the story of football in September of 2021 at Duke University had to be the play of senior running back Mateo Durant. From a school record 255-yard rushing day to open the season to a nation-leading 8 touchdowns through the first 3 games. Quite a contribution from a player who had never started a college football game before this fall.
And here's the snap on 3rd and goal. Into the flat for Durant. Makes the catch. 10-5. Touchdown. He walks in for his first receiving score of the season. 7 altogether for number 21.
Mateo has had a great start, and I don't think we've even really seen the best yet. And I think what any running back would tell you, you're only going to be as good as that front. And that front and our ability to also throw the ball, balance, using him different ways. I think this offensive team has a chance to really grow. As the team grows, I think you're going to see Mateo continue to do just tremendous things. He is a fierce competitor. When he gets near the goal line, he understands how you have to get it in there. He doesn't hesitate. He's a north-south guy. He goes straight downhill with it at the appropriate time. It's a great advantage to have a back that does understand that. And I'm going to remind him, if he can hang on to that football, then he's going to have a few more.
Keep it on around with Durant, bouncing outside right inside the 10, the 5. Durant is gone. Touchdown. Here's the snap. They keep it on the ground. Durant moves the pile, and he is in for the touchdown with 1 second to spare.
His success, it works a couple of ways. Certainly, yes, we're going to think of ways to get him the ball. We've got to be unique formationally. We've got to be unique with the attack as it utilizes him in different ways. You don't want to become totally tendency laden. The other part of that is that they also have to defend him, and he's going to take a lot of eyes and allow us to do some other things in the red zone. So even if he doesn't touch the ball necessarily, he can influence the outcome of a play.
Into the red zone for the first time tonight. Holmberg with Durant to his right. They'll keep it on the ground with Durant. Slicing off tacklers, breaks free inside the 10, and he will take it in for the touchdown. The patience of Mateo Durant. They keep it inside with a handoff. Durant bursting through 40. Mateo Durant is gone. Touchdown.
With the team on his back when he needed him the most, Mateo Durant answers.
I remind them throughout the game, we want a fresh back in the 4th quarter. We needed Mateo in the 4th quarter. We won this past game in the 4th quarter. And as you get into Power 5 football, which is all we have left, often It's how good we can be in the fourth quarter that's going to determine the outcome of a game.
Coming up on the show today, Dave Harding will break down the effort along the defensive line, especially during the fourth quarter. Myself, well, I get a chance to catch up with two former Blue Devils who went from teammates to now going head-to-head in the NFL. A great conversation with Noah Gray and Chris Rumpf. And then, of course, we'll get Coach Cut's analysis of the game against Kansas.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G. By Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke football. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Best Coke ever?
I need to try it first.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Turn big jobs into big fun. Our Battery AK Homeowner Series starts at just $199.99. Real steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local steel dealers. It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try first.
Yes! I need to try it first.
You know, the presence that Duke has now in the National Football League is certainly a pride point of the program. The lifeblood of any program is recruiting really good players, which we've been able to do. I think the thing that makes me most proud, though, is the quality of the people that are playing the football in the National Football League. Those guys are all playing with degrees. I don't know if there's another program in the country that 100% of the players playing in the National Football League are playing with their degree. A lot of pride in that, pride in who they are, happy for their families, happy for them, and pray for their good health all the time.
Well, 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 look who we have here. Chris Rumpf, Noah Gray, back together again. Hi, guys. How are you?
What's up? What's up?
Doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You guys, I appreciate your time and taking the chance to talk with me. Sunday, you guys are going after it. You know, you guys went from teammates on the field fighting together, and now, you guys are going to have to go against each other. What is that feeling like?
It's really cool. It's going to be an interesting experience, especially since, Chris and I spent a lot of time together the last 4 years playing alongside each other, had some great memories and some great games. So being able to play on Sundays against each other is just, it's a blessing. So I'm excited, and, I can't wait to get out there and play against this team.
Yeah, same thing he said. I mean, just looking back at us all coming in together freshman year, doing wild stuff. And then now, we're about to play in front of, the nation on television. Like he said, it's a blessing. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So we're definitely going to have to, chat it up, after a play, before a play, and then, may the best man win.
I was going to say, who do Duke fans cheer for?
The team with the best uniforms.
Which is cheap. Red's pretty cool.
Nah, we're not going to do the fans like that. So we'll cheer for both offense. No, you can't do it. No, you're gonna have to cheer for the Chargers. I'm sorry.
Nah, Duke fans should cheer for Duke on Saturday, and then the love of the game on Sunday, just enjoying a couple Dukies playing in the league, man. I mean, come on. It doesn't get much better than that, babe.
What an appropriate answer. Well played answer, Noah. You guys get paid to play football now. So how neat is that, knowing that your full-time job is now football?
It's sweet. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love it. I love every part of it. I mean, just somebody who, kind of grew up around my whole life, and I love this game. I mean, being able to, just talk ball every day, figure out, what guys do differently, trying to improve your game at an elite level at that is just great. And, just the minds I've been around, it's just, I'm just trying to absorb all of it for right now.
It's definitely been a blessing. I'm like Chris in that, I've loved football ever since I was a little kid, and I've always just been football. Even at Duke, when we had to study and do well in school in order to stay and stay eligible for the games. But it's definitely been a blessing to be able to come out and do what we love as an occupation. I say it all the time. We're literally playing a kid's game. As a job. So you have to love it at that point.
You guys are coming into the league from Duke. And one of the cool things about Duke is the emphasis on being a student and an athlete. Now you guys are athletes, but still students of the game. How did Duke prepare you, maybe differently, coming into the league, mentally, physically, or even being a student and having to learn about the game and about school?
Definitely, from a business perspective, because at the end of the day, this is a business. This is our job. So being on time for things, making sure you're paying attention to the little details, and knowing how to be a man and handling your business has been a huge help for me, because, a lot of other guys might struggle with that. But, Duke did such a great job in preparing us for the league in that perspective. I mean, it's priceless, like I said. Just because we get fined if you're late, you will lose money if you're late. So thanks, Duke, for saving me an extra couple dollars in my pocket. But no, the coaches there, they're world class for a reason. And I knew I picked the right place, while I was coming out of high school.
Okay, what can we expect to see on Sunday?
Me running down special teams, baby. That's all we can do.
Hey, rookie life, right?
You'll see a great game. I think the Chargers are a great team. It's going to be a lot of fun playing them. They're coming to Arrowhead, and Arrowhead gets extremely live. So I think it's going to be a good atmosphere. And you're going to see a lot of explosive plays. I think there are two great offenses, but I think the defenses are extremely, well coached and really good just overall. So I think it's going to be an overall great game, a great atmosphere. And if you can tune in at 1 o'clock Eastern time, you won't be disappointed. Just saying.
This is Ford Truck Month. Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America. Welcome to the show. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months on a 2021 Ford F-150 during Ford Truck Month. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Heart-stopping moments deserve heartfelt jewelry from Reed's. Our exclusive Love's Path collection features paths of gold merging around a center diamond, symbolic of how two lives join together to find adventure, understanding, and love. Our exclusive Roberta Z collection is a reflection of our founder, Roberta Zimmer, and mirrors the qualities we admire in the women around us. With Reed's exclusive jewelry collections, we have the perfect gift for each moment and milestone.
Turn big jobs into big fun. Our Battery AK Homeowner Series starts at just $199.99. Real steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local steel dealers.
Football 360 with Dave Harding, presented by Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke football.
The Duke football team picked up a pivotal victory over Big Ten foe Northwestern in the third game of the season. And while the Duke offense did a fantastic job of getting off to a hot start to pull away from the Wildcats early, it's really the play of the Duke defense, especially in the fourth quarter, that helped seal the deal for the Blue Devils. Today we're going to look at some great examples of effort in the fourth quarter that helped the Blue Devils pick up some pivotal plays to come away with this win. This is the first drive of the fourth quarter for Northwestern. They're trying to close the gap. Score's just 30-20. Another score here brings them right back into the game. And initially, it doesn't look very good for Duke. A run right up the middle of the defense by the Northwestern quarterback for a gain of about 25 yards into Duke territory. But at the very end of this play, you'll see disaster strike for Northwestern as a Blue Devil defender strips the ball out, and the Blue Devils come away with their fifth turnover of the day. Well, who are these players making these big plays for the Blue Devils? It happens to be defensive linemen. This year's defensive line unit, a little young, inexperienced, but two leaders along that group showing you how it's done. It's number 90, defensive tackle Dwayne Carter, and number 93, the defensive end, and Ben Fry. Dwayne Carter named the only defensive captain this year on the Duke football team. And then number 93, Ben Fry, a graduate student, one of the senior veteran leaders along this group, showing the effort that it takes to win games over Power 5 foes. Take a look at number 1, Dwayne Carter, right here off the snap, doing a good job of playing contain. He's asked to force the ball carrier back inside to the teeth of the defense. Here he is playing outside. Well, as happens in football occasionally, you're going to have a few missed tackles. Next thing you know, the Northwestern quarterback has a bunch of grass to run on and not many defenders around him, except for number 90, hustling down the field. Look at that. That's a 300-pound man chasing down an athletic quarterback and has the presence of mind to strip through the ball, rake down there with his powerful hands, and force the ball loose. Well, then who picks it up? It's number 93, Ben Fry. Let's take a look at his journey to getting into the action. Here he is lined up, the backside defensive end, pretty much as far away as you can possibly be from the play. He gets double teamed initially, almost pushed out of the picture, and watch the sprint, the effort toward the football. He doesn't know that he's going to get anywhere near the ball carrier. He doesn't know that Dwayne Carter is going to force this one out. It's effort when you don't know what's going to come next that puts you in the right position to make a play. Beautiful job by the defensive unit as a whole, but especially these two players. Dwayne Carter, his second forced fumble of the day. Fantastic effort in showing the rest of the defense it doesn't always have to be about talent. It can be about fantastic want to, desire, pursuit to the football that ends up making big plays happen and helping put the Blue Devils in position to pick up a significant win on their way to the rest of the season. Big time play by what turned out to be the defensive lineman of the week in Dwayne Carter and a leader along the Duke defense in Ben Fry.
And the starting quarterback for Northwestern late in the second quarter, and he's been taken over since, and he's got it on the ground inside the 40, slips through a tackle, chase from behind, and the ball's out. Slapped at from behind by Carter. There's a pile up at the 26-yard line, and the Blue Devils have the football. Dwayne Carter stalked the quarterback, and he knocked it loose.
Dwayne Carter is a product of his habits, really, really good habits. It's something we talk to our players about all the time. If you want to have a good life, create great habits. And you see what it did for Dwayne. I mean, the rundown strip was a phenomenal play. You just rarely see a defensive lineman that far downfield making that kind of play. But the strip in the backfield and stripping the ball out loose in the backfield, another tremendous headsy play. But the guys that make plays are the ones that play hard every play. And one of the things I learned in football a long time ago that you say your players, you never know which play in the game is going to be the play that wins the game. So you better play that play like it is the play that's going to win us the game. And Dwayne does that.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Because with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
This is Ford Truck Month. Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America. Welcome to the show. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months on a 2021 Ford F-150 during Ford Truck Month. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
I need to try it first.
Dropping the throw, looking, goes up the right side.
Vintage Duke.
Running underneath and makes the catch. Jamison Crowder, 5, touchdown! Handoff goes up the middle. Big hole opens up, pulling away from the tackle. Still on his feet at the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. And again, Sean Wilson gets a long touchdown run. This one goes 68 yards. 2 receivers left, and the handoff again goes. He breaks another tackle. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Sean Wilson. 3 on the day. And Sean Wilson has just set the Duke rushing record for a single game, breaking the 238 yards that Robert Baldwin had against Maryland in 1994.
True freshman running back Sean Wilson broke the Duke single-game rushing record with his 245-yard, 3-touchdown performance against Kansas. The first person Wilson looked for after the game was his running back coach Raekwon Boyett. The two have established a special relationship.
I ran him because it was just a good feeling. Like, I don't know why I did it. That's just the first thing that just came to mind. So I just went and did it, and I was just happy because without him, none of this would have happened. Him being able to trust me and go on the field and play, so that's why I just gave him a big hug.
For me, that was a great moment, and that's what you do it for. That's why I got into coaching, and be able to have a kid that knows and he cares for you and you care for him. And like I said, any of those guys would have done the same thing, and I love all of them. And that moment there was really, really emotional and really, really powerful for me in my young coaching career.
The handoff for Durant, straight ahead, first down and more, huge hole 40. Mateo Durant grabs a gear, say goodbye, touchdown. When he gets loose, it's all over. And on first down, bootleg to the left, Fry in pursuit of Bean, got a hand on him, takes him down. A sack back at the 40-yard line. Flex on him, Fry. Duke down by a field goal, chasing the lead. Holmberg, play fake, fires to the left for Calhoun, slips underneath, 25-20, outside 15, 10, 5, and touchdown! Jalen Calhoun fights his way in, and the Blue Devils are back on top. Holmberg keeps it himself again, inside the 10, the 5, to the pylon, touchdown! Gunnar Holmberg with his 4th rushing score of the day.
O-line did their part, receivers blocked well in the perimeter to let that happen. Jake Marweedy had a really good block, one of the rushing touchdowns. But just really, really proud of the group as a whole and the way we kind of came back in the second half after some turnovers in the first.
All right, a good win. Really proud of our players. We're sitting at 3-1 at the end of our non-conference schedule. Obviously, the only thing would have been better is the 4-0. But you don't look back. This team has done a good job of staying in the windshield. And as we review a game on Sunday, we'll spend a great deal of time critiquing it, making corrections, obviously trying to take care of the ball better on offense, eliminating penalties on offense. Defensively, certainly going to study why are we giving up explosive plays, how can we put a little more pressure on the quarterback, kind of build a fence. We don't need vertical seams where runs pop out of there. They're very dangerous. So a lot of work to do, but before we hit the practice field, we'll actually do all of that in meetings. We'll do one period out there of corrections, but we move forward. What we've got to do, regardless of who the opponent is, and we know we're on the road next week in conference play, we've got to go out and try to have the best Sunday of any team in the country. And that's on that practice field and the meeting room. And then looking forward to building through the week. Got a big day Tuesday, as we always do. This team has a good work ethic. They have a real spirited togetherness. You have to grow that. For us to be as good as we can be, we've got to be true to the Duke football way of doing things, the details. Let's not drop the ball on the ground in mesh points. Let's take ourselves defensively. If we're supposed to be on top of a receiver in coverage, let's be on top of a receiver in coverage. You're not ever going to be perfect, but it's my job as a coach to make sure that all of these things are covered in detail on the practice field, done full speed, done, and we say this all the time around here. We're going to go to a practice session. We're going to go to the practice field, but we are not going down there to practice football. We're going to go down there and play football. We're going to play football as is intended to play. Appreciate everybody. The game, the atmosphere was great. We look forward to seeing you next week, and a huge one. Let's go play some ACC football. Thank you.